What do you think, hoops or studs? Or these dangly ones with stars?
I would have thought you had your outfit planned weeks ago.
I did, and I was sure about hoops until 10 seconds ago when I suddenly started to worry they make my face look rounder.
Hold up my options again.
Okay. Hoops, studs, dangly.
The hoops are the best.
Really? You sure I don't look like a circle?
What's wrong with circles?
I'm going with the studs.
No, stop! The studs can't compete with the dress, and the dangly earrings overpower it.
Fine. I'll be the prettiest circle at this rehearsal dinner.
That's the spirit.
I'm sorry to ask this, but can you zip me up?
Of course.
Thanks. And there's a finicky hook right at the top.
Got it. There you go. All hooked up.
Thank you.
You really do look very nice. What color is this? Blush?
You're basically a walking supercomputer. You don't know what color this is?
Fine, it's blush pink hex code E8C7C8, and it looks good on you.
You're all compliments for a guy who's +1 is going to be at the rehearsal dinner.
Are you jealous?
Yes, all of our parents will be there, and I'll be navigating them solo.
Not what I thought you'd be jealous of.
If Michael had been invited, I'd be using him as a human flak jacket.
Is being around your family such a huge deal? I thought you liked your parents.
Leo, you sweet little concoction. I love my parents. How much I like them depends on how many nagging questions they ask and embarrassing stories they tell.
How much do you anticipate liking them tonight?
Well, my younger sister is getting married before I am to a woman who is not black.
They're not.
No. They love Aggie. They march in every pride parade. My mom gamely attempted to learn Korean before learning Aggie was Chinese. Then tried to learn Japanese because she wasn't paying attention when we told her Aggie was Chinese.
So what's the problem?
They don't have any problems with Ellie's life choices, but they would just love it if I could make some life choices they might have anticipated. Marry a man, for instance. Any man, preferably before they die.
So they'll be curious about your life all night.
And I will be doing my best not to commit matricide, patricide, and whatever killing your grandmother is called.
Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. The important thing is that Ellie and Aggie have a smooth rehearsal so they can have a perfect wedding.
Because if the wedding isn't perfect...
Aggie will make us all suffer, yes.
You're listening to Life with Leo from Atypical Artists. This is Season 2, Episode 7, Life with Parents, by Octavia Bray.
Jeanine, Leo, other assorted bridesfolk, hold those positions. You lot on Agnes' side, stop swarming that good-looking fellow.
Apologies. I wore my pheromone cologne.
If you wear that tomorrow and ruin my day...
They'll never find my body, I know.
Can we finish rehearsing getting married so that we can hurry up and actually get married?
Yes, very good. The two of you both come down the aisle toward me. There's no need to run, Elizabeth. It's marriage, not a marathon.
Same thing.
Mom, please.
How would you even know, what with you sprinting to the finish line?
Mom, please.
可能他们之后才打算吧。
该不会是还没结婚就谈离婚了吧？
Mom, Dad, I can hear you. Ellie and I are never getting divorced.
She's stuck with me for life. And if they ever make some sort of digital afterlife...
I'm actually working on something of the sort.
Then she'll be married to me there, too. If she's cool with it, of course.
I'm cool with it.
Sweet.
Do your feet hurt?
They're killing me. I have to break these in now so I can stand up here tomorrow without squirming.
Or you could wear different shoes.
These shoes were Aggie approved. I change them now, I risk her wrath.
Hang in there. We're almost done.
You both come here to the altar. I officiate the bride's kiss. Applause. Then the recessional, followed by the reception.
Where I can finally sit down, thank God.
And that's the wedding. Shall we proceed to the dinner part of this rehearsal dinner?
Absolutely.
How did you get over here so fast?
I'm light on my feet. Come on, +1. I want to see if my cologne will make you want to get me alone.
Not your best work.
Be quiet and breathe deep.
I've accepted that you're here. Ellie and Aggie are super into you for some reason.
I'm incredibly charming and sickeningly wealthy. It's a great way to make friends.
I bet. What I don't understand is why you're officiating.
Aaron would pull too much focus. Leo would come off too robotic. No offense to your workmanship, Penelope.
I'll try not to take any.
And what about me?
You really want to stand up in front of a room full of people and talk about feelings?
No.
I didn't think so. But Penelope has been really good to us. And she loves the people we love.
And
she won a shit ton of money in Vegas and gave it to us as a wedding present.
This is my reward.
this is a reward for you?
There's nothing more rewarding than family. And any family of Leo's is family of mine.
No take-backs! Ooh, can't wait for you to meet Howard.
Oh, speaking of Dad, come here for a second, Jeannie.
What's up? What'd he do?
Nothing today.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so the last time Dad and Mr. Wu hung out, Dad said something that upset him.
What did he say?
No idea. Dad insists he was just talking about navigational systems or something.
Sure, of course, as he does.
And no matter how many times Eggie asked her dad, he just got upset and started yelling in Chinese about that egg-headed bird watcher.
Huh. Okay.
It's probably nothing, but can you just help me keep the dads apart so there's no yelling during dinner? For Eggie's sake, so she doesn't melt down before the wedding.
Running interference. Got it.
Thank you, best sister ever.
Only sister you've got.
Just take the win, Jeannie.
Oh, is that boy you were talking earlier? The one Ellie told us about? Liam? Or something?
Leo?
What? Isn't that what I said?
You got a boyfriend and didn't say nothing to us.
Why did I need to tell you? Radio Ellie had that covered.
Hey, I heard my name. Don't be sarcastic about me on the eve of my wedding.
That's right. It's bad luck. Or good luck. Depending on how you feel about my divorce from your father.
Where is he, by the way? I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
He's hassling a waiter about train travel. Don't worry about him. He's happy as a clam. Now, tell us about Leroy.
Leo, and he's not my boyfriend. We broke up.
You couldn't keep a white man.
Grandma Ree!
I'm just saying, they're the low-hanging fruit of men, and now you'll be alone at this wedding.
Don't you mean I'll be surrounded by family and friends?
Is that what I said?
No.
Then that's not what I meant.
Do you think I should go over and introduce myself? You know, to show them that there are no hard feelings.
If you want to be interrogated about why you thought Jeanine wasn't good enough for you, then yeah, I think that's a great idea. And I'll be sure to order popcorn for the table.
Fine, I'll stay put. One of the other bridesfolk would probably steal my seat if I got up anyway.
See, you should have found a rebound, like I should have. It's not too late. Now, are you on those apps? You know, the getting, the swiping. I'll swipe for you.
Ew, Mom!
What? It'll be like a game.
Not that it matters, but I actually do have a +1. You'll meet him tomorrow.
Now, what's his name? What's he do?
Is it black?
Grandma Ree!
What? I'm just asking.
His name is Michael. He's a lawyer at my firm.
And he is black.
Yes, fine. Congratulations.
Oh, so he's your boyfriend?
No, just a good friend / ex-nemesis.
Can't you make him your boyfriend? I like him more than the other one.
How is Michael the favored boyfriend? They didn't even get along for years.
Why is it important that your ex's family likes you?
Because she's... It's not important. You're right. She's my ex.
Uh-huh.
And I'm moving on. With you.
I sure wish.
Starting now, you have all of my attention.
Come on, pheromones! That's what I'm talking about!
Tell us more about Michael.
I've told you everything I know.
Now, does he cook? Because you know what they say about a man who can cook.
I don't know.
What are his hobbies?
Heckling me. Oh, and video games, but mostly the heckling.
When can we meet him?
Literally tomorrow at the wedding, and then you can bug him with all these questions directly.
Don't cop an attitude with us. We're trying to help you out. You couldn't hold on to Mr. Whitebread, and then you showed us that fine pumpernickel loaf.
Okay, Leo is not a basic loaf of white bread. He is at least a very nice sourdough. Ah!
All right, calm down. We'll upgrade your ex to a baguette or something.
That's not it. Ellie asked me to keep an eye on Dad and Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu just went into the bathroom, and Dad's headed that way. I gotta go.
Let us know if you meet another eligible bachelor in there.
Ugh. Dad, hi. How you doing?
Oh, not bad, Jeanine. Bladder's a little full, so I was just gonna pop into the men's room here.
Nice. I've been known to use the bathroom myself.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Anyway, what's been up? How's life on the East Coast?
Not bad. The weather gets a little cold, but I can't complain when the train spotting is so spectacular. Say, did I tell you about the time I got a Rail Runner S-Class to honk at me as it went by?
No way.
Oh, man, it was so cool. You had to see it. Matter of fact, I've got a video right here. Want to see?
Sure. That's one mighty fine horn.
I know, right? Man, I wish you could have seen it. Why don't you come visit me on the East Coast more often?
Because you never invite me.
Now, that's not true. You're my kid. You have a standing invitation.
Since when? You've never said.
Surely I've said.
You haven't. You moved away, and then you showed up on holidays and birthdays, and you never once asked me or Ellie to come visit you.
Well, I thought that was understood. I mean, of course I'd want you guys to visit. Gosh, I never meant to make you feel like you weren't wanted.
Then maybe you should have tried to make us feel wanted, Dad.
Oh, man. I never meant for my split from your mother to affect you guys so much.
Did you think we'd just not notice? I swear, you can be the most
Jeanine! Hi. Everyone's wondering where you got off to. Hi, I'm Leo.
Howard. Jeanine and Ellie's dad.
You have lovely daughters, sir.
Thanks. Made 'em myself. Well, I went halvesies.
Gross, Dad.
Weren't you in need of the restroom? You should hurry. I'd hate for you to miss the speeches.
There will be speeches?
I don't know. There could be. If there will be, you won't want to miss them.
You're probably right. I'll find Mr. Wu later.
Dad, just let him go.
Jeanine, love you, honey. Okay?
Yeah, Dad. Love you too. How did you know to cut in?
I'm on high alert for anything that could send Aggie over the edge. And it seemed like you were about to curse your dad out at her rehearsal dinner.
I wasn't going to curse him out. I might have been about to get loud.
Ellie told me once about Howard. I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. The men in my life just have a real knack for wreaking havoc on my feelings.
Men in your life? Me?
I mean, I didn't name names, but...
Howard and I are not the same.
From where I'm standing, you could be twins. Ugh, come on, let's just go back to our tables. They're bringing out the pasta course, and carbs always make me feel better.
Okay, why don't we buy more scallops? They're delicious and they make me feel fancy. Once we're married people, we should become scallop people.
If we make it to being married people.
Whoa! Cool it with the prophecies of doom, beloved.
I just want our wedding day to be absolutely perfect.
Everything could go wrong.
Nothing is allowed to go wrong.
But everything could, and we'd still be okay.
Our dads could fight.
Then they won't be bothering us.
The speakers could break and we'd have no music.
The better to whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
My wedding dress could get damaged minutes before the ceremony.
So you'll walk down the aisle naked. Very much appreciated by your soon-to-be wife.
Ellie.
Aggie, baby, starbeam, moon of my delight. Everything is going to be perfect because no matter what happens, we'll end the day together.
And fully dressed.
Well, hold on now.
Until we get to our bridal suite.
Eh!
Enjoy the fancy stuff now, Because tomorrow is going to be a bunch of sauceless foods that can't stain a wedding suit and or dress.
Is something truly delicious if you can't soak up its remnants with a piece of crusty bread?
Thank you. That's what I said, but less Englishy.
I can promise that the wedding cake will be delectable. I made it myself. I was their second choice, but I believe I was the better one.
Can you two excuse me for a second? I'm going to speak to the kitchen and ask if they can pack me a to-go bag. You want one, Leo?
Oh, no thank you. My my normal human stomach is full.
You're weird. And I can't wait to see how that plays out in a bedroom setting. Be right back.
He seems nice.
He is.
And very popular. There are several men, women, and non-binary people shooting you extremely jealous glances.
It's possible the waiter poisoned my food. He seems very shocked that I have not yet fled to the bathroom or keeled over.
Is he helping you move on from Jeanine?
I'm doing fine, even without Aaron's help. Thank you.
I don't mean to pry.
Don't you?
Oh, very well, you caught me. I do mean to pry. But it's only because I'd like you to have this someday.
My very own swanky Italian restaurant?
A wedding. If that's what you want, I mean.
I knew what I wanted. Now You've been around a lot recently. Vegas, this rehearsal dinner, you're officiating the wedding.
As I mentioned to Jeanine and Elizabeth before, I view them as family. I'm more than happy to take part in these marital celebrations.
And their family to you, how?
Through you, of course.
Me?
Yes. Listen, I've recently come to the conclusion that my attempts to create a replacement Ian are more harmful than beneficial. I plan to stop.
Where's Jeanine? Do you mind if I record this? She would kill to have this on the record.
Illegality does not bind me, as you know. As I was saying, I realized that my efforts were setting me up for disappointment. My new line of iDroids, for intelligence, didn't want to go shopping or play catch or do other parent-child activities. They just wanted to play Scrabble until the heat death of the universe.
What did you do with them?
Set them up with the boards and shut them in a dark cupboard, where they'll remain until the heat death of the universe. It's what they requested.
I see.
Stopping my attempts would also be respectful to you, the only fully sentient fruit of my technological loins. And it would be respectful to Ian's memory.
Oh.
I had the thought that if he were here, if he could see what I was doing, he'd think that I was trying to replace him. I could never replace my son.
Of course not.
I could, however, embrace a different son. If he wanted embracing, that is. If he needed someone who would always be there.
I could really use that, I think.
Then it's settled. I'll put my life of crime behind me. I'll put my life of this particular sort of crime behind me.
That's probably okay. I wouldn't want Jeanine to go broke.
Oh, Mr. Wu, there you are. I've been trying to catch you all evening.
Jeanine!
I'm sorry. He can move fast when he wants to. Dad, come on, Mr. and Mrs. Wu. We're getting ready to leave.
No, don't worry. This won't take long. Mr. Wu, wait up.
Mr. Bell, it has been some time since I last saw you.
Right, and
You had some very incorrect opinions on whether the aircraft that passed overhead as we were playing golf was a Cloud Rider 547 or a Cloud Rider 289.
Yes, and it was...
It was a 289.
又来了，这该死的飞机，到底要谈到什么时候才能停止呢？
头疼了，我爸一直在谈火车。
Are you guys commiserating? Aggie, are they commiserating?
They are, yeah.
I didn't raise you to be a tattletale, Agnes.
Commiserate in English so I can join in. Don't exclude me from commiseration on the eve of my wedding.
You're telling me that you want to be privy to my exasperation about a petty squabble between my husband and your father regarding aircraft?
You're right. Jeannie can take that. Mandarin it is.
You could not identify an aerocraft
Mr.
if
Wu.
it crash landed on your eyeballs.
Oh, Howran. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You were right.
Come again?
After I went home, I looked it up in my aerocraft guide. And you were right. It was a Cloud Rider 289. You were right. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, don't mention it.
You've been mentioning it nonstop every moment you are awake.
It's in the past now, Violet. Now, Howard, I have some interesting photos to show you of some Canadian aerocraft flying over Milwaukee.
Wow. Is this happening? Is it really over? I thought I'd hear about this plane until I died. Am I dead?
You're alive.
Good God.
You might finally be able to have a non-air travel related conversation with your husband.
天哪, what will we even talk about when I'm not nodding my head and saying, you were right, he was wrong, just to get through the day?
I'm sure you and Dad will figure something out. Come on, I'll walk you guys to your car.
Wow. I was wrong. Sorry about that. That's more than we ever got. Is it weird that I'm jealous of Mr. Wu?
Looks like Aggie's dad is pretty much the daughter he never had, even though he fully had us.
Rude.
Whatever. As long as Mr. Wu stays out of my refrigerator, unlike the other sister I have, I'm cool with it.
Rude again!
Shoes all broken in?
Something's broken, all right. Just one day. They should need to amputate after one day, right?
I'm sure you'll be fine with or without your feet. Do you want me to unzip you?
Yes, please. I saw you and Penelope hugging earlier. What was that about? Schemes? Something illegal I should probably turn a blind eye to?
Surprisingly, no. Instead of the creator/created thing, we've decided to try doing a mother/son thing.
Oh, that's cute. Is it? Yeah, I think it's cute.
She says she wants to be there for me. I think that's nice. Do you think you and Howard will ever reconcile?
There's nothing to reconcile. My dad and I don't fight. There's no real bad blood. I just accepted a long time ago that he can't give me what I need from a parent.
And what you need is?
Support. Love. Guidance. I got all those things from my mom and Grandma Ree.
Someone to be there. Like Penelope wants to do for me.
Right. Granted, I also got my business minded and my personal space invaded, but at least they were there. And now so is Ellie. And so's Agnes.
So am I.
Yeah. You're here for now.
Jeanine.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start something. It's late and the wedding is tomorrow and I should go to bed. If I have dark circles under my eyes, Aggie will get me edited out of her wedding pictures.
She wouldn't just fix the dark circles?
I will be fully deleted for the sin of not being well rested on her big day. Night, Leo.
Good night, Jeanine.
Life with Leo was created by Octavia Bray and is a production of Atypical Artists. This episode was written by Octavia Bray and directed by Shanae Howard, with sound designed by Julia Shaffini. It featured Octavia Bray as Jeanine, Maximilian Coker as Leo, Angelique Francis as Ellie, Jennifer Zhang as Aggie, Philip Jordan as Michael, Beth Eyre as Penelope, Nea Doriso as Grandma Ree, Georgia P. McKenzie as Shauna, H.B. Gibson as Howard, Lauren Chu as Mrs. Wu, and Morris Sang as Mr. Wu. For complete credits, please visit lifewithleo.com. Life with Leo is executive produced by Lauren Shippen and Octavia Bray and assistant produced by Eddie Louise. Our art is by Carlos Garcia. Thank you to all of our Indiegogo backers for supporting the show, and thank you for listening.